Okay, guys, I'm going to put my truth out to you because I am not expecting, Daisy, I'm not expecting, I am talking to you, trying to explain to you about the joy of being a Christian, but I think I need to give you my truth. Yes, being a born-again Christian is the best thing that's ever happened to me. But don't for a second think I'm sitting here thinking, yes, my life is amazing. I mean, yesterday, I was triggered yesterday by someone I was speaking to on the phone. Someone who, for all intents and purposes, thinks that they've had a bit of a, what do you call it? Oh, like an authority boost. And she called me and she wouldn't let me speak. She wouldn't let me answer. I mean, I'm personally not allowed to go to the doctors by myself because my anxiety and my rage issues are that bad. Because of what happened to me and my daughter, whenever I speak to a doctor and they talk in their doctor's terms and they try to explain stuff, when in fact I'm explaining stuff that they don't know anything about. For example, when I had my blood clots, instead of the haematology doctors or nurses telling me about blood clots and what it can do to your body, I had ambulance crews or A&E staff telling me how a blood clot from my lung can move to my heart. So I'd probably, and then I'd have to go home because I was on the treatment. So I'd have to go home thinking there was a blood clot in my heart and I could just die at any moment. But then the next morning I'd call my haematology nurse and she'd say, actually, your blood clots are in your venous system, not the other system, because you've got the vein system and the artery system. Now, I don't know anything about it, but I just know that the lungs is the lungs is the filter of your veins, basically. So I'd feel better. And I can't tell you how traumatic it is to hear that over and over, different time, all kinds of different stuff. So the way I see it is, if you don't know what you're talking about, say nothing at all. If you don't know what I'm talking about, don't say nothing, because you're just going to make it worse. I know you think that you're making me feel better, but in fact you're making it worse. Okay? So there's a lot of problems that I have to deal with. So when this woman called me yesterday, my rage started coming up. And I just said to her, why are you talking to me like this? Who do you think you are to talk to me like I'm a piece of crap? Why do you think you can call me and talk bad about my husband, my children? And this was somebody this was somebody official. And then she was like, after I really started kicking off, she was like, I'm sorry, I didn't intend to make you upset. Well, I said, yes, you did, because you're not listening to me, you're not letting me speak. You are talking to me like I'm some, you shouldn't speak to any human being like that. She doesn't know me. She doesn't know my circumstances. She doesn't know my son's circumstances. She doesn't know my husband's circumstances. So I did absolutely rage. I absolutely raged big time. Because at the end of the day, I don't know what your situation is. Yes, you could look perfectly fine on the outside. Most people do. Most people do. I have got many friends that have... There's so much inside, which is worse than a physical disability as far as I'm concerned. Because it's just difficult. So I just want you all to know that yes, I am a new born-again Christian and it is amazing and I am full of joy, but that doesn't mean I'm the happiest person in the world. I've actually got a lot of demons. I'm in therapy all the time. But I have noticed one little silver lining from that is the people that I'm on the waiting list, my friends, or people that I've run into, I can teach them grounding techniques. I can teach them how not to time travel. If you know anything about CBT, you'll know what time traveling is. So I'm happy that I can do that, and I can also teach my sons it as well. So it's not all bad. And it comes to the question is, did I have to go through this to become, even though I'm totally messed up, I'm definitely stronger, and I definitely know more than I did, and I have helped quite a few people from it. So it begs the question is there a light at the end of the tunnel? Which I think there is, and I hope there is. And, you know, and what have we, if somebody was to tell us, oh, you're going to be here one day, but you've got to go through all of this to get there, would you say, okay, let's do it? Because I don't think I would. I don't think I would. I don't think I would have the strength. But the one thing that I have learned is God doesn't give us more than we can handle. He just doesn't. So I know I can handle it, because he wouldn't have done it otherwise. So, yeah, that's a bit of my craziness. My official, if you want my official diagnosis, is I have PTSD. From two different things, but you know, it's together. I had post-natal depression, which is now turned into depression. Before any of this happened, before 2021, I had no mental illnesses, I had no mental health problems, nothing. Never been depressed, never had anxiety, never had anger issues, nothing. And you don't realise, even for some, that's my trauma. Some people can have little traumas, but to them, that's massive. And it can just, and especially to men, we don't know, because women will talk to each other, men don't talk to each other about this stuff. I've actually started to talk to my male friends about me being depressed, so they'll talk to me. My husband's going to work now, so I've got to go. Bye.